Okay, I'm back with the second half of my Emeka Egbuka profile here, and we're going to look at some film. As I said on the data profile, we're going to look at the Ohio State versus Georgia bowl game. I think this is a great game to look at. He was playing against, elite level corners, guys that are going to go on to the NFL. For me, we learn more watching these guys play against the talent level they're going to play against the next level than we do destroying P5 teams, destroying G5 teams, or lesser P5 teams that don't have NFL defensive back talent. So he went for 114 yards on 8 catches in this game. Let's dive right in. The first thing I'll say is that my natural inclination when watching Egbuka's film is to compare him to two people. One, the last Ohio State slot receiver, Jackson Smith-Njigba, and two, Marvin Harrison, because you're watching them at the same time. And it's important to state he's neither of those guys. Marvin Harrison, I think, is just on another level to anyone else in college football right now. Just the way he moves at size is absurd. His hip sync, his breaks are just so fluid and sharp, and and what he can do at the catch point is an entirely different thing than Emeka. So JSN, again, not a fair comp. In a lot of ways, he's kind of the anti-JSN just because he's so athletic. JSN's athletic, but Egbuka's fast. He's going to be, like low 4.4s fast. And you'll see that on this film, like immediately, just like explosion, burst, top end speed. But he still is a competent route runner. He's able at the catch point. He's just not exceptional. But the man gets open all over the field. So let's dig in. He's in motion all the time. Played the vast majority of his snaps off the line or in the slot. Pretty successful. This one he winds up doubled. Right, Stroud's not looking at him anyways. But he does have some nice deceleration. Sometimes I'd like to see some more consistency from him in that regard. I'd also like to see a little more physicality at the top of his routes. I think you'll see him get bullied sometimes on the line or at the stem by physical corners like the guy he's playing against here. But he does things like this really well in and out breaking routes. He's not super open here because just the route concept against the coverage doesn't work for him, but he's open. He's beat his defensive back. Just, again, the concept makes him an unattractive target unless Stroud is really going to thread the needle there. That's a nice comeback, Yeah, it was a defensive back fading off already. Yeah, but nonetheless, he's very successful on this type of route concept. He gets a good cushion because of his speed and then gets way, way open on comebacks, on stop routes, curls. He's very good at those. I expect him to grade out well, on like a reception perception, those sort of things. This here, he's really good on digs and outs. Sharp enough in his breaks to catch a little separation, fast enough to stay ahead of the guy. So a lot of his biggest plays are on routes like this, specifically in this game. I think that's his strong point for me. Again, just, wide open there. Does he have the ability to extend those plays after the catch? That's where he's going to make his money. This is where I'm talking about him getting bullied a little bit, right? Yeah, the guy holds him. He does get open. He does get free. But certainly gets knocked off his concept a little bit. But yeah, that's a hold. You can't hold that against him that much. It's a lot of kind of this work, screenplays, and Georgia just was really tough against these. Obviously, they've worked in other games, or Ryan Day wouldn't keep calling them, but didn't have a lot of luck on the sweeps and the screens against Georgia. Again, I think that's just a really well-called defense full of elite talent. Plenty open here. Stroud had different targets, but again, Egbuka on those in-breaking routes is very successful. A little slant there, boom, catches him in stride. Some nice rack. We'll look at this from the other angle too. And again, not a tackle breaker, crack guy, but explosiveness, speed, run away from you, crack guy, which is fine. I see the other angle on this, just so you can see what was going on in the end zone. And this is what I was saying about, trying to get bullied to the catch point a little bit. If that's Marvin Harrison, is that a touchdown? Probably. Again, he's not Marvin Harrison. It's not who he's going to be. Open there in the end zone. Probably would have got jumped. He's past his corner. Just, the safety help keeps that from being a touchdown. But he's won his route there. I feel like sometimes when Egbuka is running a seam route in this game too, he's doing it to clear out the safety, to pull him to the middle. Smart kid. You see Stroud run, he starts trying to block. But that was a good route. And Stroud and Egbuka do connect on a lot of those timing routes as well. I was talking about the sweep not going anywhere. There's a couple of those on here. This didn't look like anything special, but if he gets hit in stride there, you can take that for some damage. Yeah, boom. Nice and open. So I'll say that JSN was really elite against zone. I'd say Egbuka is very good against zone. Often doing the right thing. Again, gets by his guy. Stroud doesn't trust him, or we're just worried that the safety would pick it up on a deep ball. But say he wins that route. But again, they're not throwing up 50-50s to Egbuka. That's not who he is. It's not what he does. So come back, lateral route guy. So when I do these, I like to think, that's nice. Again, just Stroud hits him in stride on the in-breaking route. And Egbuka takes it for, 12, 15 extra yards. That's where the rack comes in. And it's a nice play. Lost the thread here a little bit on the player. There's a lot more of this game left. See, nice comeback, nice curl. wide open, uncovers downfield against man. And again, he can succeed against man. And that's gets the guy to bite a little bit on. Let's look. Running a seam route, boom. Again, spacing is great. That's just a nicely run route. It's a nice ball. Great play, Egbuka. And I think this is one of those reasons that they keep using him. In motion, faking the jet sweep on those little plays to the flats, because when it works, boom, and there's the speed. Look, does not look like he should be able to get by those guys. He's just fast. We'll look at that from the other angle. And that's where really his elite athleticism is going to come into play for me. Just he can straight up outrun guys. I mean, they have him dead to rights there. Just doesn't matter. Again, he's got the step on the guy down the field, draws the safety off. I think a lot of times that's what they're trying to do. They're using Egbuka to pull safety coverage, open the center of the field. Man, Martin's great. Work back to the QB. Nice little pass. You can tell they train that at Ohio State because Harrison's awesome at that too. Just working to get open. Never admit defeat on the route. Again, nice in-breaking route. Ball delivered on time there. Could have been a big play. So you can see just consistently getting open on those in-breaking routes, the drags. Even this is a nice break against zone. There's a couple on here that he drifts too much and he doesn't win when he could have, but most of the time he's running the route well. He's got that feel for finding the soft spot. And it's when I was doing the data profile, he was, elite downfield, elite in the intermediate routes. And that's where you see that come into play. I'm going to see the little whip route there. Again, just all day long, that play is going to work. Little stop route, 10 yards downfield. Again, wide open here. Running. Harrison went out on that last end zone play. And oddly, Egbuka stops getting the ball. This is the one that I'm saying that I really don't like how he runs this route. So, again, sure, your play design tells you to go out a little further. And is that trying to make the safeties choose? But if he makes his break more sharply there, he's wide open. He doesn't. He kind of runs the route at the defensive back, which is not what you want to be doing. So slant. Gets held there. Falls away anyways. Again, they just, he would have had one-on-one, but at the end of the game, Stroud gets praised a lot for running. And yeah, the defensive backs were, the line was in his face, but also he missed some opportunities. Again, this, just wide open, huge gain. They're down a couple scores anyways, but wide open. Open. That play, I'm not sure what's going on. I'm sure he's just supposed to ride the seam. Maybe he's supposed to make the corners, the safeties collapse. That's the idea, but same thing there. All right, that's what I have on Egbuka. As you see, he's just really, really good at certain categories of routes. I don't know if like go balls are going to be his thing in the NFL, and I say that because I don't think he's physical enough at the catch point, aggressive enough to really, climb the ladder and go up and get it. It's something I'd like to see him improve on, his physicality, toughness, fighting off the corner at the top, hand fighting, going up and getting the ball. But what he's already very, very good at is he's fast and he uncovers, downfield on those in-breaking routes, on curls, wins on slant. We didn't see any posts here, but I'd assume posts are a good route for him too. It tends to be that same kind of skill set. So he's not Marvin Harrison. He's not JSN, but I don't think he needs to be. I think he's got, a pretty full bag of tools already, and certainly a baseline that if he can improve on his weaknesses, he could be, a really high level wide receiver in the NFL. So let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about Emeka Egbuka. Is he the wide receiver 2 in this class? Wide receiver 3? Is he lower for you? Do you not like him? And of course, please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. This film will be up on Dynasty Nerds. I'll put my affiliate link in on the the comment section, so you can join. You get 15% off any membership with the affiliate link. So thanks for watching.